Hello and welcome back to Ruby's story. We are just laying here with the pups. Everybody is just kind of relaxing around in this light rainstorm we are getting. I think we are going to take a nap here soon, catch up on sleep. I'm trying not to let our sleep bar get too depleted. However, we need to name this pup here. We have this last male. We were giving Spooky Kitten time to get a name in, and they gave us a couple of names, and we are going with Quartz. Let me make sure I'm spelling this correctly. Quartz. As a bode, oh my goodness, as an ode to Ruby's brother Topaz. So I thought that was a wonderful name. I really love it. And then Simple Square is the one that named Rainier, and they said it is actually a name that comes from Mount Rainier National Forest. So I thought that was pretty cool too. All right, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me for a moment. All right, I think I've captured my voice. I think. All right, let's go ahead and move closer over here to the den. We're going to call everybody over here to us. I seen those birds flying through those trees, and I thought something was about to attack us. Aw, good job, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Amber, Rainier, Yukon, maybe you could help wrangle up the pups. Come on, Amber. It's nap time. Come on, Quartz. There we go. Yeah, Rainier, you're kind of wandering off again. Come over here. It's like, see ya. I'm gonna go sleep in the bushes over here. Oh, here he comes. He's not gonna get any sleep, is he? Oh, and it's snowing. Snowing and dark out, but our sleep meter is doing very well. Yukon is on it to feed the hungry pups. Thankfully, he has a little bit to give them because we sure don't. Hi, Chandra. What do you guys think about this snowstorm, A little sniff here. Yeah, you guys are still hungry. Well, eat what you can, then Mom and Dad will go out and hunt. Let's take a look at territory and see how things are going here. We definitely need to go up. We need to take these and just kind of, you know, just kind of make that better a little bit, because it's really not the greatest looking territory. Hi, Guardian. How are you? Shall we do a howl together before we take off? Oh, Guardian, wonderful howl. Guardian's the only one that howled with us. Alright, everybody in. Quartz, did you find a bone? Good job. Here we go. Everybody in. Rainier's the last in because he was going out to explore again, I think. There we go. Alright. You want to go out hunting with us, Yukon? Let's see, we need to head. Let's head, I think, straight to this carcass over here. We'll just see if we can't get anything off of it, and it should take us through geode territory, and we were wanting to get that anyways. That is where the other den is that Ruby would really like to use next. And I've been kind of thinking on what I want to do with Ruby, and I thought of this fun challenge. You know, I don't know if it's like an official challenge that everybody does or anything. I've honestly never really heard of anybody doing it, or have never seen anybody doing it, but I mean, there's a challenge for everything, so I'm sure somebody at some point has done this before. And I wasn't sure if it was right for Ruby or not, but you know, I've been trying to think on which wolf I would use it with. And Ruby seems to be the only one that really sticks out in my mind. So her side quest, first of all, is she's very curious about what happened to her family pack. You know, after she dispersed, they have just completely disappeared off the map, it seems. She found Magnus a while back. He's hanging around, and he was not doing good at all. She's actually really worried about him. You know, he seemed pretty traumatized, so she has her suspicions that something terrible has happened. So she's kind of trying to piece together the puzzle on what exactly happened to them. And I think her like life challenge is going to be, I might just hot one of these here. Maybe not. Her life challenge is going to be called Around the World. So she's always wanted to see beyond the borders of her mom's territory. You know, she wants to know what's out there in the world and explore, take territory, see things. You know, I had said that she was going to move up north because that's kind of what happened in Jade's story, but I think this will suit her better. I don't know where I'm going. So how it will go is, like, each litter, she'll kind of choose like a territory, and she can only use the same dens once. So she cannot reuse any dens. So like this litter, she's using this one, so next year she can't use this one again. Like any dens that she uses this year, she cannot use next year, and it'll continue going like that. So she'll have to keep moving around the map, using different dens. She can go to different maps, so you know, she can go to Slough Creek, she can use dens over there, she can go to Amethyst Mountain, she can use dens there. The only place that she can't go to is Lost River, because we just don't have an option for that. We can't go there, and any wolf that we do there can't move out of that map, because it's a fictional place, and the devs just didn't put that option in. So so I think that'll be really fun for her, just to, you know, move around the map and, you know, use different dens each year, and just really show, like I said in the last episode, she wants to show her pups the world. And I think, I don't know, I just think this is going to be really fitting for Ruby and Yukon. So you guys let me know what you guys think about that challenge. I'd love to know your thoughts. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully those guys are not here. I guess they wouldn't be here because we are invading their territory. Where are they at? I think they're in this territory, which is where we are heading because we are trying to get to that carcass. So yeah, we'll head over there, see if we can't get anything off of it. We'll probably confront these guys, and hopefully it goes well. We have been keeping up with our sleep bar, so we do have plenty of stamina to, you know, hopefully put on a good fight. You know, Ruby is pretty confrontational, as I've said before, so she, you know, if there's somebody invading her territory, she wants to be there. She wants to check it out and see what's going on and take care of it before they have a chance to take territory from her. Alright, there's bears on this carcass. Is this even worth it? Yeah, it is. But I think we're going to go confront these guys. There they are over there. So we'll go confront those guys, give those bears a chance to finish up, and then hopefully there will be enough on it for us to go get some more meat off of it. Here we have Sun, Summer, and an unknown male here. And it looks like Sun is the scaredest of them all. I think that was Summer. Looks just like Jade. I'm running out of stamina here. Let go of our mate. The wolf is very pretty. Thankfully that went well. They fought very well. It was 3 against 2, but Ruby and Yukon handled themselves perfectly. There's our rally. Give Yukon a nuzzle. He did so well. He's so cute. I just love his colorings and his looks. Alright, and while I'm thinking about it, we're going to sit here for just a second and let's take a look at our known wolves tab. Magnus and Citrine are still wandering around somewhere, so that's good to see. We have Savannah still leading Coyote Creek. It does not look like we have her mate on here. Let's see, Geode still being led by Delvin and Tulip. And this is the pack that just attacked us, so this is the one we need to name. We'll name him in just a moment. And then Zarabi and Stillwater are leading Cottonwood Creek, and we have 2 yearlings we need to name here. So give me a moment while I figure out names for them. Alright, so I went with Adder for this yearling, male, and then I did Coconut and Palm, as in like palm tree, for these yearlings right here. So there we go. And let's go ahead, see what we did over here. Good, we filled that in. Let's head back to our carcass and see if there is anything left for us to eat. Ooh, that was a good jump. I love it when they jump really nicely across rivers and streams. hopefully the bears have gone. It doesn't look like it. Aren't you guys full yet? Yukon, don't hurt yourself, please. Wait. I grabbed a piece. Where did it go? Did I run off before I... Oh, goodness. I thought I successfully stole a chunk of meat. Oh, here it is. Why did we drop it? Do we have a broken jaw? No. Alright, Yukon, you make me nervous, so... I'll send him home if I need to. He could also be a good distraction. Oh, there they go. Well, there we go. Alright, that worked. That worked perfectly. He always is looking so lovingly at her. Aww. Thankfully, this cow elk has lasted them quite a while. And their affinity is definitely dropping, and their sleep meter is also draining, so I think we'll just go ahead and head back to our den. I think Ruby is not so worried about territory. Like, yes, she wants to maintain her territory, keep her puppies safe, her family safe, but like I said, she's all about exploring and everything, and you know, she's pretty much just focusing on like where she is. Wherever she ends up is where she's going to mark territory and everything. You know, she just kind of wants to feel free and, you know, just kind of go with the flow of things. So that's just kind of what she's trying to do. And I definitely think she's going to move her pups here as soon as she can. She really wants to be right here by this pond. I think she's a little bit nervous about taking them through here, though. You know, going the long way around might be the better option. There might be more tall grasses over there and less things for the puppies to get stuck on or end up in the water. But it'll take longer to get the pups here. So something she's definitely pondering and trying to figure out how she wants to move the pups over here. It's not too far away. But it'll be her first journey with her own puppies, and definitely something that does kind of worry her a little bit. Guardian, first to come out, of course. Hi, Guardian. Hi, Lalila. Hello, everybody. How are you? You guys were so good staying in the den while we were gone. There you go. Quartz, where are you running off to? There you go. Let's put down plenty of food for everybody. Mom and Dad are very tired. Yeah, we're very tired. Why? Quartz, you are so dark. Look at you. Rainier is like the lighter version of Quartz. I think Chandra is even lighter? We're about the same. Alright. Everybody get their bellies all full. Go ahead and clean this stuff up. Here we go. Come on, Chandra. It's time to nap. Yukon's like, what's wrong? He's like the super protective father who, you know, just is constantly worried. Like, oh my gosh, what's happening? He's a first-time father too, Chandra. Come on. Come on, Chandra. Come on. There you go. Come on, Lalila. Everybody away from the edges. Never know what's gonna surprise us over them. There we go. Oh no. Sick pup already. Little Quartz. Daddy's little boy. You're not feeling so good? Oh, he's really not feeling so good. Yeah, let's get you some food. Eat what you can. Done plenty for you, so you don't have to fight over it. There you go, Rainier. No, looks like we need to spend some time with Quartz. Let's take a look at our territory. Definitely have some stuff that could use to be done. But I think Ruby is more concerned about her pup right now. Oh, not an eagle. Not an eagle. Come on, everybody in. Rainier, you are just curious about the eagle I see. Get in, please. Quickly, quickly. Quartz, we're gonna hold you. Everybody else get in. In, yes. Wait, no. Yes, okay. I don't think I dare put Quartz down. Go away, eagle. Thank you. Oof. Definitely worried Ruby. But she's so happy that all of her pups made it safely into the den. It's cute. Aww. Alright. Well, Quartz, nice to see you up and walking around good. Let's lay beside you, shall we? Aww. Look at him just looking at Mom. There's a large litter. So it does concern me a lot that he is sick. Hopefully he can make it, but you know, a lot of the times on these first litters, you know, a lot of the times it is a large litter. But I have had quite a few times where only one or two make it, so let's hope Ruby and Yukon have better luck on getting as many of these pups to young hunters in adulthood as they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I thought one of them went over the edge. Rainier and his cute little wagging tail. Wish we could wag our tail on the ground. How about we do some pup cam while we lay with Quartz. It's Rainier, our very light colored pup with a bit of chocolate on his face. He doesn't have the chocolate like the Choco nose, but very cute. We have Chandra, also very light in color. Zooming around. She's apparently full of energy, my goodness. Very energetic pup, I think. I think her face is a little bit lighter than Rainier's. We have Amber, a little bit darker and also with a very chocolatey face. I think she seems to have a little bit more like chocolate colors mingled in. Apparently she loves her stick. Guardian also sitting over here with his stick. Very dark in color. He's our darkest pup. He's got like grayish blue colors around his face. Aww. Very, very sweet. Just gnawing on a stick. Aww. What a cutie pie. We have Lalila, our only gray pup. And we're getting the cooldown already. Aww. She's got a twinkle in her eye going on. Aww. Let's get a picture of her gnawing on the stick too. What a cutie pie. Let me just do this really quick. Yeah, so Lalila, the name suggested, her name was suggested by Lila Wolves, and they said that Lalila actually has a special meaning for them because their mother's dog was actually named Lalila. So, and I'm pretty sure they said they pronounce it a little bit different, but I was not able to replicate that pronunciation of it. So we are going to stick with Lalila. And, you know, I might call her Lalila for short at some point, but I'm getting more used to being able to say Lalila a little bit quicker, so. Rainier and Guardian, you guys gonna play? Alright, well we got the cooldown and we're pretty tired, so I think Ruby is going to call everybody over here for another nap. Trying not to let our sleep bar get too depleted. Yukon is like, would you quit scaring me like that? Let's get another picture while it's daytime and everybody's gathered around. Aw. I love that you can just take like such good pictures. I mean, I wish that there was better camera angles sometimes. Like, I wish the camera worked a little bit better sometimes, but I love that you can get like really cute and good pictures and just capture all of these moments with our wolves. That's one part I really like about this game. Looks like Yukon has healed up a bit. Yeah. You tell me all about it, Amber. It's like we are out of food. Thankfully, Yukon has a bit more, but it looks like we are going to have to go out and definitely get more food. With any luck, maybe Yukon will go out and get some food for us so that we can spend a little bit more time with Quartz. How's the territory doing? Not great. I think Ruby would be, you know, howling for her mom to be like, asking for advice, you know, for guidance at this time, you know, praying for the best outcome, for Quartz to get all better. You know, Ruby's not ready to lose her first pup, and, you know, she doesn't want to see any of them sick or hurt or anything. Rainier, are you stuck? Oh, there we go. Oh, Guardian, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing? Amber. What do you guys think? You guys worried about your brother too? Everybody's kind of gathering around him. Con and Guardian. Oh, there's our cooldown. Alright, well. I guess you guys can go on and then Mom and Dad will go out and try to find more food and maybe get a little bit of territory taken care of. Quartz is looking pretty wobbly, but he is quickly making his way into the den. And Ruby's happy to see, you know, even though he is a little bit weaker and, you know, feeling not so great, his strength seems to still be there. Alright, let's head, I think we want to head to the north. Let's see if we can't get this territory in our name. Yeah, the carcass is gone, so we need to keep our eyes out for something to hunt. Getting that cow elk worked out pretty good because they were able to eat off of that for quite a while. Looks like scent post is that way somewhere. This is a very weak hex, so I think we're just going to do some howling to take this over. Our rally kind of fizzled there, but that's okay. Alright, yeah, let's head this way and just kind of secure territory over here. Keep our eye out for mule deer or elk. That was a dispersal from the Bitterroot pack. I was very curious if it might be Magnus or Citrine. Some mule deer track. And mule deer right here. Boiled by the water. I was trying to go for the fawn, but you'll do just fine. You'll do better than the fawn because you'll provide more food. Yukon, you gonna get in on this? There we go. It is quite the steep incline here. And I think they are going to eat this whole thing, quite possibly. Pretty much. Let's take the last of it. Looks like our fleas are getting worse. You know, Jade always put her marker here, but looks like we put it over there somewhere. I think Ruby will put it in here in honor of her mom. You know, trying to keep the territory strong for her. And let's head back home. Hopefully not lose our meat chunk here. Thankfully, meat chunks aren't like the mule deer fawns and stuff that you carry across water and you instantly lose them. That's always not fun. Oopsies. A little steep right here. Watch out for the bison, Yukon. I think Ruby is anxious to get back to the pups again, you know. Of course, is very sick, and like I said, she has experience with all of this stuff, but this is the first time that, you know, she's the mom, that she, you know, it's her pups. So it's all hitting a little bit different than, you know, she never took things so seriously. Like, she was always worried and scared for her brothers and sisters, but, you know, when it's her own pups, it's a whole new level of love that she feels for these guys. And she just wants to try her absolute best. Where did the den go? Over here? Did we pass it? Here we are. We're above it. That's what happened. Hi guys. Everybody's coming out all excited. Quartz, last out of the den. Here we go. We have plenty of food for everyone. Come on over here, Quartz. Oh, are you still hungry? There's more food over there. We can hear the other wolves howling around, and kind of puts her hair up. Makes her feel very uncomfortable when she has a sick pup who is not moving so fast already. Oh, we are already getting the cooldown. Darn. Alright, well, eat up, Quartz, and then we need to get some sleep, it looks like. Aw, Yukon bringing Chandra back. Good job. Hey, Amber, you got a stick? Good job. Good job. Someday you'll be hunting little critters and bringing them to show me. Rainier's like, hey, that was my stick. Give it back. Yukon feeling a bit on edge too. Do you smell something? There is some dispersal smell in the air, I think. Guardian, you're getting a little far, bud. Yeah, this is female dispersals. Chandra still zooming around. Come on, Chandra. Get up here. Where did Quartz go? Did he go back in the den? Aww. He did go back in. Look at all this regurgitated meat. Pups barely ate any of it. Yeah, Yukon is staying very vigilant, and, you know, he keeps checking the air, and, you know, Ruby is so happy that she has Yukon by her side. He has already been such a wonderful mate, such a great father, and, yeah, she couldn't imagine having anyone else by her side, not even Boreal. And I know it's going to make the flea load worse and our affinity drop, but Ruby is worried about Quartz and just wants to cuddle with him. Looks like a bit of a nightmare. Lots of nightmares happening. Got a little bit better there towards the end. Looks like somebody lost territory up here. We are now in late spring. Let's see how the pups are doing. Looks like they are getting up there in weight. Lalila is our smallest pup. And I guess would be our runt. I don't know if she's considered an actual runt, but like in my eyes, it's always the smallest pup or the smallest pups who are the runts. So, like every litter seems to have a smallest, and to me, that's always been a runt. So. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of my coffee. I'm losing my voice again. Looks like Quartz is at 27% health, so not doing so good. Our fleas are very irritating, so You know, I think staying in the den, Ruby is noticing how bad the fleas are getting, and I think she's going to, you know, let Yukon know that, you know, she's gonna let him know that she thinks it might be time to move the pups. However, she sees this big winter storm here, and she's kind of feeling like it might not be the best time ever to move the pups. Especially with Quartz being so sick. Quartz, can you eat more food? Some more down, since your sisters took over that pile. Hi, Chandra. Hi, Rainier. Amber with her stick again. Let's do a sniff of the air. There are some elk in the area, along with stranger wolves, apparently. Chandra in. Everybody in. Oh, Boreal and Pepsi. How dare. How dare they? Yukon doing a good job distracting them while Ruby is getting the pups in. The rocks are messing with my camera. Don't like that. Everybody in. Yes. Or it's just about all the way in. There we go. How dare you come to our den and try to attack us, Boreal? How dare. Ruby is 100% not having it. It's got an injured paw. She has extra anger towards Boreal. Her love for him has turned to absolute hatred. Yeah, Yukon, get in on this. She's not out to kill him, but, you know, she is livid that he would dare try to attack them at their den with a sick pup. Yeah, she's just making sure they get the message. Yukon, you okay? Do you suffer any injuries or anything? She'd be sniffing him, sniffing him out, making sure her mate is okay. Like, did they hurt you? They even laid a finger on you. I'll get him. She's kind of that feisty mate, you know? Alright, territory's not looking good. Quartz is still pretty sick, so I think they're gonna go back to the den. I think she would be sniffing over her pups, making sure they are all a-okay too. You know, make sure nobody was harmed, even though she knows that they all made it into the den. Just making sure that, you know, nobody came out. Everybody's still here. And little Quartz. Yeah, she's thankful everybody is okay. Guardian, you're going too far. Just had a stranger wolf attack, and I think she would be feeling even more paranoid about her pups traveling too far. Yukon again for coming to make sure everything's okay. I'm trying to target him, but it's not going well. I can't get him. Alright, well. Already getting the cooldown again. I think she would cuddle up around him. Just trying to keep him warm in this snow. Kind of laying on a weird spot. Here we go. Aww, Yukon over there laying with all the other pups. Again, I find him doing that with Guardian quite often. Oh, look at you. Who is this? Chandra? That's cute. And they're all like closing their eyes because of the snow. Yeah, I see these two doing this together quite often. Guardian wags his little tail. Aww. Sniffing the air, trying to copy what he sees Mom and Dad do. Going off to see what smells he can smell down here. Again, getting a little further than what Ruby is comfortable with. We have Lalila with her stick here. I think she's kind of looking up at the snow, like trying to figure it all out. Like, wow, it's so pretty. Let's see if I can get a good angle. Or just kind of looking up at it. No. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I don't know if that's a bald eagle or a golden eagle, but Ruby's freaking out. She's panicking. And Rainier. Yukon's not worried at all. Oh, there's Guardian. Last one in because he was down there who knows where. Alright, everybody's making it in. And I think we are going to end here for the day, guys. As I lose my voice again. I think I've caught it, maybe. Yeah, so we will have to pick up here from next time and see if little Quartz is able to recover from this sickness. He's down to 20%. He's in the red. Our fleas are very irritating. And Ruby is wanting to move her pups to the pond as soon as she can. But, you know, it's been snowing and her pup is sick and it just hasn't been a good time to do it. So, yeah, she's definitely going to move them as soon as she is able to. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you are new. If you are already subscribed, thank you again so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, bye-bye.